Live from Hazard, Kentucky, this is Jammin John's Wrestling News. Here's your news for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. In an interview with SportsIllustrated.com, Conrad Thompson announced that both The Undertaker and Kurt Angle have been pulled from their Starrcast 2 appearances. Thompson explained what happened with Undertaker by saying, "The announcement went wide and viral. I was told it had gotten WWE's attention and that Vince McMahon texted The Undertaker about the appearance. Taker's representation, which is a company called Get Engaged, called to tell me WWE says he can't do it." Conrad Thompson continued on by saying, "I had a friend discuss the situation with Vince McMahon, and I was assured the heat wasn't on me or my event, but rather that The Undertaker shouldn't be doing personal appearances outside of WWE. I was assured that damages would be covered, a suitable replacement offered, or some sort of compromise to make everyone happy." Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com noted the following about Jeff Hardy being injured by saying, "Jeff Hardy is injured. I don't know how severe. It was in the Saturday night show in Madison, Wisconsin." Meltzer continued on by saying, "Last night in Rochester, Minnesota, he was in the corner of Matt. He was limping significantly, so it's probably some sort of leg injury." Thanks to SESscoops.com for the quote. Last night's episode of Monday Night Raw, 1 week removed from the 2019 Superstar Shakeup, drew 2.374 million viewers. Now, last week's Superstar Shakeup edition of Raw drew 2.665 million viewers, and the Raw from 1 year ago drew 3.104 million viewers. Here were the hourly numbers. Hour number 1, 2.680 million viewers. Hour number 2, 2.296 million viewers. And hour number 3, 2.146 million viewers. Well, the internet is abuzz, and I'm sure all of you seen that amazing Bray Wyatt segment from Monday Night Raw last night. That segment has already been watched over 1 million times on YouTube in less than 24 hours. In addition to that, the video reached number 8 on YouTube's trending videos list and is now currently at number 11 on the trending videos list. Jason Baker worked with horror makeup icon Tom Savini's studio for the production of Wyatt's video. Jason Baker tweeted on Twitter, "Had a blast directing these vignettes with Bray Wyatt and building the puppets for the Tom Savini studios. Hashtag Firefly Funhouse." And I gotta say, folks, Firefly Funhouse has got to be the greatest television show to ever be on television. I mean, there's a lot of people that hate this character and a lot of people that love it, and I know that they're just vignettes and we haven't really seen them in the ring, but honest to God, I think that this, in my opinion, is the best thing Bray Wyatt has ever done so far. You know, he's in the best shape of his life right now, and he's got this brand new character. Might I add, I have never seen somebody in the world of professional wrestling do a character like a demented Mr. Rogers. I've never seen that before, but Bray Wyatt is making history, and he is a pioneer of this because nobody's ever done this before. Nobody's ever done a character like this before and have these vignettes where it looks like a late night Adult Swim show. You know, I mean, it's just so incredible. And I can't wait to see what else happens with this character. I can't wait to find out more about it. And I was listening to Busted Open this morning. Dave LaGreca, he believes that these vignettes are going to continue, and then he's going to come back into the wrestling ring, and then he's eventually going to snap, and we don't know what's going to happen. And I think that that will probably happen. He's going to snap, and he'll probably return back to the old Bray Wyatt. But I really, really love this new character that Bray has, and man, it's just out of the box and it's really original, so can't wait to see the next installment of Firefly Funhouse next Monday. Disabled wrestling fan Patrick Davis wrote on Twitter that he was asked to leave the WWE live event in Moline, Illinois on Sunday for wearing a Jim Cornette shirt. Now, according to Davis, security asked him to change his shirt since the Shields match was being televised, but since he didn't have another shirt, he left the event. Davis added that he wasn't given the option to turn the shirt inside out. Here are the comments from Davis as well as a response from Jim Cornette himself. Patrick Davis tweeted on Twitter, "This was taken 30 minutes before I was asked to leave by security due to my offensive shirt. I was simply representing Jim Cornette. Security said I could change my shirt, but I could not keep it on due to it possibly being on TV. I did not have a change of clothes, so I left. Jeff Reed replied back to Patrick Davis's tweet by saying, "Shame on you, WWE. For real though, just give him another acceptable shirt if you hate Jim Cornette that much. Is it worth saving $20 over the amount of good faith you've destroyed?" Patrick Davis replied back by saying, "I agree, it was very embarrassing. You can imagine me going out in public is embarrassing enough." Jim Cornette replied back to Patrick Davis by saying, "WTF, seriously. I've met Patrick, WWE, and he has more guts than anyone and the right to wear what he wants. This was bullcrap," though he didn't say bullcrap, gotta keep it PG. "Patrick, email me at jimcornette@jimcornette.com and I will reimburse you for your WWE tickets, especially now that you know not to buy any more." I think that's a really great gesture from Jim Cornette. Speaking of the WWE, they are now using the term belt on television again. Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com has confirmed that the term is no longer on WWE's list of banned phrases. Meltzer said, "It's Vince. Vince is Vince. There's no explanation on why he wants certain words and not wants certain words, and it changes. By the way, belts are okay now, just so you know. They're actually doing advertising and things using the term belts now for things that involve championship belts. The word belts is now back on the lexicon." Thanks to RingsideNews.com for the quotes. Former WWE star Ryback has once again called out the company again over its hiring of talent as independent contractors instead of employees. Ryback tweeted on Twitter, "How are independent contractors not allowed to do whatever interviews or podcasts they want? That seems like some employee type crap to me, WWE, at Vince McMahon, at Triple H." Mike Johnson of PWInsiderElite.com commented on possible creative plans for the Viking Raiders involving the team's Viking heritage. Mike Johnson said, "I was told that there are plans and I have to check on the timeline on this, but I was told there are plans to film Viking-related footage with the team at a Viking festival that is going on later this month. So we're getting a full-on Viking for this sucker." Thanks to RingsideNews.com for the quote. Brian Alvarez of F4WOnline.com noted the following about the script for last night's episode of Monday Night Raw. Brian Alvarez tweeted on Twitter, "Raw script just finalized 4 minutes before airtime." With Sasha Banks missing Raw for the third straight week, Dave Meltzer of F4WOnline.com commented on her status with the company by saying, "Sasha Banks' situation is unchanged. They are right now at a stalemate. The word is that if she wants to sit out the rest of her contract, she can sit out the rest of her contract. If you know what that means she's going to be sitting out forever because they are going to add time for her not working." Thanks to SESscoops.com for the quote. And finally, here on Jammin' John's Wrestling News, after last night's episode of Monday Night Raw went off the air, Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman defeated Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley in a tag team match. Rollins pinned Lashley with a stomp and celebrated with his hometown fans in Des Moines, Iowa. That is your news for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2019. Check back here tomorrow for another Jammin' John's Wrestling News Flash Briefing on Amazon Alexa devices, Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, and iTunes. Follow me on Twitter at John Caldwell, JONCOLWELL. Follow me on Instagram, The Jammin' John. If you'd like to sponsor Jammin' John's Wrestling News or your wrestling promotion, want to get your next big event out, you can email me, jzcaldwell@gmail.com. That's JZCOLWELL@gmail.com. Big shout out to Ryan Hurdle and Tony Nelson for subscribing to my Patreon. You too can subscribe to me by going to patreon.com/jamminjohn. I have free packages on there ranging from free to $7. Not a whole lot of money. I would really appreciate it if you supported me a little bit financially. Once again, that's patreon.com/jamminjohn. This is Jammin' John saying thanks, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.